strategy at the end of the day is identifying something that you want to accomplish, obviously, but then figuring out what are the hard to reverse decisions that we're going to make that really put us in a position so that we can advance towards that objective. And I say hard to reverse because strategy at the end of the day is making commitments to yourself, to your organization. And you really want to be thoughtful about it. That doesn't mean it has to be slow. You can actually develop and execute a strategy relatively quickly, but it's really about going through this a little bit methodically. So at McKinsey, you're really taught this sort of top-down approach to just about everything. So the top of the pyramid is what are we trying to accomplish? Why? And what's the value producing element of that? You're an agency owner. You're like, hey, we want to help our customers. We want to help our clients. We want to give them the products that make them feel confident about moving forward. So the objective is if we do that well, we will accrue value, right? We will grow our business. We'll have better relationships with our carriers and our clients. How do you do that, right? And that's when you distill that down to the next level, which would be, what are the decisions that we need to make in order to get there? And there's a number of them. You can imagine, right? The partners we want to work with, figuring out who we want to bring into the agency, figuring out how we're going to use all this technology. Then you make those hard to reverse decisions. This technology, these people, these are the lines we're going to work on. These are the partners that we're going to work on. And then you get to the sort of the third level, which is, all right, let's put that into practice. And how do we do that? And that's the tactical stuff. But the first two, it sounds really simple, but it's actually quite hard.